Like, there's no way you're gonna be successful working 35 hours a week. And I'm not saying be miserable and not have a life, because we have a great life, but like, for example, like there every day, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm very annoying. I'd rather annoy people and live the life that I live right now.
If you know how to do one deal, you could do 2 deals. If you know how to do 2 deals, you could do 4 deals. You just have to double down on whatever it is that you're doing. Most agents, the biggest mistake that I see is that they suck at follow-up. They just suck at it, because it costs money no matter what happens. Whether you make $0, you have these salaries to cover. That's why most people don't ever grow, because they're so scared to put their money where their mouth is, right? To me, look, if you have a lot of money and you want to just blow it like a dumbass, that's a different story. Now, if you could be good at finances and manage money the right way, you'll get so much further. Like, it's a fact. You know, a lot of people, why do they go broke? Because they do not know how to manage their money. They don't know how to invest their money. They don't know what to do with their money. They make $5,000 extra dollars.
Worry about the pool?
We aren't billionaires yet.
You gotta think of like when if you want to get one.
We're on our way. That doesn't mean leave the heater on when nobody's here.
I think that's gonna make or break us. Hey guys, welcome to Driven Couples, and this is gonna be a pre-Puerto Rico trip mastermind. We're gonna call it a mastermind, but we're gonna talk about mortgage. So, brighten up. You have a nice smile when you smile. I know. We're gonna talk about mortgage, mortgages. Like, how do you become a multi-millionaire in mortgages? We did it.
Becoming a top producer.
What's the start? So we're gonna talk about that today, guys. We're gonna make it short. We gotta end it by 7. We have our bags packed. We're gonna go straight to the airport. We're gonna be flying red-eye. We fly red-eye because we don't like to waste a day. If you fly in the morning, disconnect it. If you fly in the morning,
keep talking.
If we fly in the morning, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, things happen. So the reason why we fly red-eye is because we save time. If we fly in the morning to Puerto Rico, it's 3 hours ahead. By the time we get there, if we leave at 9 a.m., we get there like at 10 p.m.
And we waste the whole day.
Yeah, so we fly red-eye. She doesn't like it. I love it. But JetBlue has the mint seat. So it turns into a bed. You could sleep with Berlin. Italia has her mint seat. She could sleep with her iPad. And I could just sleep by myself and watch a movie like that.
Tell everybody when you told me we were leaving and what I told you.
I told you 2 days ago that we're leaving to Puerto Rico.
So crazy.
Right?
And then?
And then you said we're not. And then I just disregarded your opinion.
Wow. It's not that. It's that if we don't leave now, we'll never leave. And normally we leave right after Driven, because Driven is like a huge production. It's very crazy. Everybody works really hard to put it on together. We happen to not be able to leave because we were riding our momentum from the previous months. Right now, we're still riding the momentum, but we're like, okay, let's just get away for a few days and recharge a little bit. We'll work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll just kind of chill as much as possible. And hopefully
tell
have
people,
some bonding time.
Is this true or not? Did we have our biggest month for Ambiance Realty?
Biggest month.
Did we have true or not? Did we have our biggest month for mortgage guys?
We did.
Okay. True or not? Have we sold out of the most expensive tickets for Driven Bootcamp in advance and for our 1 year ahead Driven event 5?
Yes.
And Driven Enterprises. Last Driven Enterprises, 45 days.
You can't hear us, they said.
Where's Steph? Last 45 days. Can you guys hear us? If you guys can hear us, go like that. Alpha Slice, can you hear me?
Alpha Slice,
I think it's your connection. All right. So Driven Enterprises, still true or not? Have we had the best 45 days ever in the history? In the last 45 days, Driven Enterprises has brought in more money than ever.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? Why are you not? You don't seem like super excited like I am.
Because I just feel like we have so much going on that I don't want to leave, because I already know how it goes with the phone calls, and it's absolutely crazy. But again, you have to know your life and know when you can get away and what you can do and what you can get away with in another way of looking at it.
What did I tell you though? That what do I have the next week and next week and next week and next week and next week leading up to the boot camp?
We're basically booked till January, right? January. So it's crazy. I looked at the calendar, and then Steph told me something interesting. She's like, Syl, just enjoy it. Just go and, everything will be good. I'm going to be here. Like, everything will be okay. And it's true, but I'm like a super control freak. I like to make sure everything's perfectly under control. And right now we're going through a lot of changes due to the growth. And I don't know. I just like to monitor everything, make sure everything is good. But I think our people we have now are pretty much self-starters. And we'll get the job done. But again, I don't know. I just feel like I would rather not go just because there's so much craziness right now. But
Yeah, I'd rather not go either. I'd rather just be miserable.
I'm not miserable. We have to work hard.
But I'm doing it for you because I know you need it. Regardless, when I'm there, I wake up still at the same time and I'm working on my laptop, and then you guys rise and shine, and we go with our day.
Me and the girls, you mean?
Yeah, but I'm still working. Like, remember that also a very important thing to look at is what the reason why we leave on a Thursday. It's Wednesday night because
Thursday.
we wake up. We wake up and we're on the beautiful island, and then we spend Thursday, Friday. I'm still working, and then since we have to spend the weekend there, we come back on Monday. So anything that we do on the weekend, it's also a tax expense.
Agreed.
And you know how much I love not paying taxes.
Yes.
By the way, guys, we have confirmed our next speaker for the Driven Bootcamp. His name is Mark Kohler. If you guys go to any of my pages, the Facebook or the YouTube or the Facebook or the Driven Event /bootcamp, drivenevent.com/bootcamp, you'll see the bootcamp banner, and we have added Mark Kohler. If you search him, he has 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. And all he talks about are taxes, tax loopholes. He talks about like what Biden's going to do, what Trump's going to do. And it's all tax loopholes for you. So he's the best in the country at taxes, tax expert. He's going to be at the boot camp. You're going to get so much value for any type of industry you might be on. So very excited about that. He's the one that told me travel on the weekend. And at the same time, you also don't lose a lot of working days. If you're in the mortgage industry or real estate, you can record, you can fund on Saturdays or Sundays. Saturdays and Sundays, most people are not working. So we're going to miss a Thursday, Friday. We're still going to be working. We have a laptop. And then Monday, we're working. We're going to come back. And then maybe we'll take the girls to Disney World if Mrs. Rice and Shine is not in a bad mood.
He's so annoying. Why do you say that? I've been getting up super early, guys, by the way.
You're on the streak. For the last 2 days, you woke up at 6:30. So give her a round of applause, please, guys.
That's early. I mean, there's people that wake up super late every day. And again, me, it's like I just do what works for me. I know what I have to do throughout the day. And as long as you get all your veggies completed, you're good. But happens to be that we have a ton of veggies lately, and they just have to get handled. And people that aren't very thorough with what they do make everybody's life harder. So yeah, it's a challenge every single day to get it done. But again, rewarding yourself is so important when you work so damn hard day in and day out. And moms can understand because that just adds to the home mix. Dads, if you take care of your kids full time, it's just a whole different world that some days I ask myself, I'm like, damn, will it get easier? It won't. You just get better. You get better and better. And there's days where I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Well,
like
I have some tips for you.
What? Don't get stressed out.
If you think you're doing a lot, it means you're not doing enough. You got to step it up a notch, girl.
Okay.
Add more to it. That means you're not doing enough.
Let's give you the kids for 2 hours.
Dude, you've given me the kids.
For the record, I'm sure dads can understand. I swear that I leave sometimes. He's calling me 15 minutes later like, oh, you almost back? I'm like, Albert, I just left. Like, I literally just left, and you can't take care of the kids for 15 minutes because they don't let you do anything, correct?
I handle it.
So anyway, it's a battle, but...
Plus, you said go to Puerto Rico by yourself, and I said I'll take Italia with me. And you said, oh, well, you have to take care of her. Look, money fixes anything. I could hire a few Puerto Ricanas and have them help me take care of Italia and have a little bit of a beach time.
You're so stupid. You know that I was like, I hope he has a glass of champagne for me. If not, I was going to get a bottle. And then I looked, I'm like, yes. So cheers to that. You can, for the most part, read me pretty damn good.
Maybe you're pregnant.
God.
All right, guys. So back to the
mortgage.
Seriousness, okay?
Yeah.
Mortgage. Okay, so number one tip in the mortgage industry.
Get licensed.
Look, Andy, Andy like started with us, and if you guys don't know his story, he basically was gonna kill us. me and Willy were driving. We had the yellow Ferrari at the time. We're driving the yellow Ferrari. We're going to this Todd Duncan seminar. Todd Duncan was the first guy that I hired and that I attended to teach me mortgages and kind of show me, it was a self-improvement workshop. Very, very important to go to workshops and self-improve. So I go there and I'm going to one of his workshops. This was like years later. I was already driving the yellow Ferrari and I was doing good. And me and Willy are driving up, pulling up the Hilton in San Diego. And then this guy, Andy runs to us, and he was about to kill us.
No, he wasn't.
He was about to kill us.
Albert thought.
We thought he was going to kill us. So me and Willy were like, Willy was like, step on it, step on it, step on it. And Danny's like sprinting, but you could see that he has his hand like behind. So I'm like, fuck, is this guy going to pull a gun or something? And he like gets on his knees and pulls out a notebook. And he's like, hey guys, I've been following you for a long time. I can't believe it's you. And he's like guys, look, I have a list of questions. So he starts asking us questions and he's like writing down notes. And it was like a really, really weird situation. And then he was like, yeah, man. He leaves, we park, we go inside. And then we're like, this was like years ago, this was probably like 5 years ago.
No way. Ay, mi amor, ¿cómo crees? 5?
It was 4 years ago.
No, like 3.
No, because I got the first Ferrari 5 years ago, and then I got the second Ferrari a year later. So that was 4 years ago.
I'd have to look.
It was 4 years ago. I'm telling you. 5 years ago, I got the first Ferrari, and then a year later, I got the other Ferrari that I wrapped yellow. Remember? So this was 4 years ago.
Okay.
And 4 years later, Andy is driving a Lambo, and he's on his way to make his first million.
Hopefully sooner than later.
Willy now drives a Bentley. He's on his way to open his third office. Millionaire earner for many consecutive years. We have Eli, who's also an owner of the company like Willy. Also a $1 million earner. So like we have the formula that works on mortgages, how you become really successful. And one of the reasons is the commissions. You've seen the commissions. Talk a little bit about how easy it is to do a mortgage, because you used to help me a lot. I used to bring in the business. I still do. And then I just give you a behind the back pass and then you handle the rest.
So it's not that it's easy. If you're good at what you do and you master your craft, you can make a lot of money in anything that you do. Mortgages happens to be where you can make anywhere from $8,000, let's say the lowest, $5,000 to, it depends, the loan amount, it depends on a lot of different factors. But if you can master customer service and actually knowing your craft and what you're doing and catering to your clients, you will make a lot of money. First year will be a little tough, second year will be a little tough, third, fourth, fifth, it snowballs, and you keep up with your database. But yeah, you can make a lot of money. We love taking people and taking them from one deal, maybe 2-3 deals a month.
Talk about Patty.
Let's say 5 deals a month. We have a few people like that in the company. And then now it's like, okay, people are scared to hire somebody. Why? Because it costs money no matter what happens. Whether you make $0, you have these salaries to cover. That's why most people don't ever grow, because they're so scared to put their money where their mouth is, right? So the more help, the more horsepower you have, the more things you can do, the more you can grow with your business. So what we do is we kind of take you from this 2 to 3 to multiply to double down every month, every 2 months, every year. It depends. Everybody's different. And there's people that take the information and run. And then there's people that kind of like, they step around for a little bit and then they're like, okay, I'm going to pull the trigger. I'm going to hire my first $3,000 employee or assistant or LOA or whatever you want to call it. And then what happens? You just keep growing, but you have to find the right people, because most people, they want the easy ticket. They don't want to work too hard. But I'm like, you don't get it. Like, if you can work super, super, super hard for somebody and build that hustle muscle, what it really takes, those habits, that mindset of being a badass and getting it done no matter what, it just gives you, for whatever, if you continue to grow with the company or you leave and you do your own thing, whatever it is.
Mrs. Rice and Shine. So why were you complaining about me putting my money where my mouth is earlier.
I wasn't
Yeah,
complaining.
you were doing. You were saying you gotta turn the heater on in the pool because
I'm
because
saying, why do you have the heater on at 95 degrees in a fucking pool when it's a
It's
pool?
90 degrees.
It's a pool, not a hot tub.
It's 90 degrees.
I was in there the other day and it was disgusting. Like, it didn't feel good.
I know,
O
but
sea,
you're
pues,
asking me.
apágale,
No, you were
bájale.
saying why do I have it on because of the money it's gonna cost.
Oh my God.
That's
you
what
get
you
on
were
my
saying.
nerves.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me that the
True
guy
story.
said it's $5,000 to have it on for one night? Or am I fucking stupid?
It's not 5,000
Okay.
for a night. I said it was $5.
Ah.
It was like $5 or whatever. I don't
To
even
me,
remember.
look, if you have
Look,
a
you're
lot of money and you want to just blow it like a dumbass, that's a different story. Now, if you could be good at finances and manage money the right way, you'll get so much further. Like, it's a fact. You know, a lot of people, why do they go broke? Because they do not know how to manage their money. They don't know how to invest their money. They don't know what to do with their money. They make 5,000
You think
extra
billionaires worry
dollars.
about the pool?
We aren't billionaires yet.
You got to think of like one if you want to get one. You got to cast the vision.
We're on our way. That
Okay,
doesn't
so
mean
then stop
leave the
worrying about
heater
it.
on when nobody's here.
I
Nobody
think that's
jumps
gonna make
in
or
it.
break us.
It's not that, Albert. Oh my gosh. Okay,
No.
look. What did
Well,
I fucking
because you
tell
were talking about
Te
like
dije
like
que
put
me
your
voy.
money where your
Me voy.
mouth is. So I'm saying, well, I put my money where
That
your mouth
has
is.
nothing to do with it. We're talking about assistance, and you like want to take it to the pool, babe. Like,
No.
really, really?
So talk about Patty. Going back
I'm
to
not
Patty.
talking about
so
Patty. You talk about
so
Patty. Over.
Patty is a girl that when she came to us,
Bye, guys.
she had
Sorry, this guy annoys
just
me
keep
most
it 2
of
more
the
minutes.
time.
2 more minutes and we're gonna get off. So you guys on Instagram,
He loves to
we're
sidetrack and
about-
talk about
oh, of
the
course.
weirdest shit. When like
we're about to head to Puerto Rico, so that's why we're celebrating with some champagne. Mrs. Rice and Shine today is gonna thank me when we come back for taking her to Puerto
Mister,
Rico.
I go to sleep at 6 p.m. because I wake up so goddamn early and then I have no energy and I crash at 6.
Do I have energy
Thank
right
you.
now?
Uh-huh.
Do I have energy right now?
Put me on
Who,
the spot.
who has more energy
Keep putting
right
me
now?
on the spot.
Who has more
Keep
energy right
putting me
now?
on the spot.
Today, this morning, when you woke up, like, you know,
Albert, you were asleep at like 9 and I was up till 11:30 working.
nothing good happens after 10.
Maybe not to you, but I had things to catch up
But
with.
when you woke up, where was I?
I don't know where you were.
When
Oh,
you
you were
woke up-
working out with Willy.
Of course. What time did we start working out?
I don't have no idea.
4:30.
Okay.
And from 3 o'clock to 4:30, you know what we were doing? We were
So guys, if we don't
masterminding.
have driven couples ever again, it's because I already told this guy, if you keep testing me, like I'm not gonna help you and I'm not gonna sit here. Even though I love all of you guys, like seriously, there are times where I just want to choke him out so bad.
Oh,
and I know this is normal, and most people
what
are
kind
like,
of choke
"Oh no."
are you talking about? Because in Puerto Rico, you're welcome to do that.
Whatever, Albert. Oh my gosh. Okay, babe, come on, please.
No, yeah.
Get it
So
together. Like,
so we're talking about Patty.
you're talking about Patty. I'm over it.
So we're talking about Patty, and Patty, she comes to us. She's getting like a very high split. Remember, very high split. To be exact, like Patty is getting the, you know,
Paying a
100%,
flat fee.
100% split for mortgages. And she comes to us, and she saw me because I was marketing on social media. I'm doing a story. We're opening our Downey office, and I'm going like doing a story, and you know, like she
Doing
sees
what you do best, yeah.
Yeah. Now you're getting there. And I'm doing the story, and she sends me a DM, and she's like, "Hey, I work across this, like next door." She was literally like across the hall, and then I DM'd her back, and I'm like, "You're loan originator," and then she says, "Yeah, I'm a loan originator." I'm like, "How's your production like?" And she tells me, you know, I do like, I think it was like 2-3 a month.
2-3 a month.
And I'm like, loan originator. So, you know, that's like music to my ears. And I'm like, oh, loan originator. So then I DM her and I tell her, well, why don't you join TMG? And she's like, that's not a bad idea. And then one day, and this is the story of how we met Patty. One day she shows up to our office. You know, I have her take the DISC test, Jomar. She takes the DISC test, and I get her personality, and I'm like, okay, cool. And then Steph comes to me, and he's like, hey, there's this very interesting girl, Patty. Patty, remember Steph? Steph fills me in on Patty, and she's like, okay, well, me and Syl go meet Patty, right? And she's a super cool girl and everything, and she's like, no, but what about this split? What about that split? What about this split? And I tell her the same thing I told you. Like, you're worrying about the wrong things. You're worrying about little problems, baby problems, weenie problems, teeny weeny problems. So I tell her, stop worrying about splits. Let's focus
smart.
on how do we do 10 deals? How do we do 10 deals? You shouldn't worry about the heater in the pool.
I'm not worried about it,
You should worry
Albert.
about billions. Think that you're a billionaire by the end of this year, and you will become a billionaire.
Okay.
Okay, so then what happened last month? Patty hit 10 deals. She's been doing 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8,
By
9, 8,
herself,
9.
which is so impressive.
And she's getting her own nice little luxury office, putting everything that she likes. So Patty is a complete success story. Patty's making over $500,000 this year, over $500,000. She got a Rolex this
Also,
year.
she's my go-to girl. I'm like, when I get a lead on social media, I'm like, here you go, and I'll tell you why. I give you one chance. I give you two chances. There will never be a third chance with me anymore, because there's one person in particular. Literally, this person, I'm like, I like care more than this person, and I'm like trying to help her. And then it's just like, you know what? If you don't care, I don't care. Why should I care more than you care? So at the end of the day, it's your responsibility. It's your future. It's your life, and nobody can do it for you. So I give her leads and calls them right away. Literally on the spot, meaning within the hour, 30 minutes. And that's going to separate you from the rest, because most people are so passive that there's no way they will ever be successful, ever.
Somebody on Instagram said, yes, Patty is awesome. She refinanced her home.
She's amazing. She's a example of like a go-getter. Like, she will drop everything like we used to, and we still do, to make something happen as far as work goes, or prioritizing. You know, we wouldn't be leaving if we had something very crucial to do, like let's say this Friday or whatnot. But we make sure everything happens, and we handle it, and we take care of it. And most people would rather go have fun than work on their future, because it takes a lot. And still till this day,
when we go
like,
on trips, we make more money.
Well, because we work still.
There you go. So like I said,
But we could not if we chose not to. But if you could do it, why not?
I
If
don't
it
know
takes
how
a
not to
couple
work.
minutes-
I don't know.
I know,
It's
me
like
neither.
I don't know how not to keep making babies. But guys on Instagram, if you guys have any questions, we're gonna stick to our Zoom people, and anybody that wants to ask questions, we got about 20 more minutes. 6:45. We want to cut it because 7 p. We gotta leave at exactly 7 p.m. We have our bags packed. 7 p.m. We gotta hit the road, step on it, which I'm pretty good at. Get to the hotel. Everything is calculated to like the T.
Like
so
always.
one mistake, one
Except
bad
now
turn.
we have 2 kids.
We miss our flights. Okay, so we got to make it over there. So 7 o'clock, we got to go. If you guys have any questions, text the link, text the number there to get the private link. Anybody that asks a question on video, though, on video, last week, a lot of people just commented questions, and I still went ahead and send you the $100. But so Steph's gonna select the questions. She's gonna put you on. $100. Whoever has a question about mortgages, or if you have questions about the elections or whatever, or like sex life, whatever, just ask the questions. Anybody that does gets $100. You guys text that number, and we'll see you guys Instagram.
What about our Halloween party though? How fun was that? Bye. Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Did you guys have fun on Halloween? Yes.
Yeah,
No?
they did. Yeah, they did. But if you ask a question, you're gonna have everybody answering
Halloween
it.
was so much fun.
So,
I love
question for
Halloween.
you, Syl. Question for you. What I remember, you have a story where you said, "Oh, Albert, wow, I can't believe you have a $20,000 check." Remember that?
Oh, when
And
I
the
met you.
Yeah, and then the follow-up question: why in the world did you stick with me when I told you that I didn't have any money and I was sleeping in the
Because
car?
money, I had my own money, duh. And I know how to make money, and I'm not scared to work no matter what I have to do.
But was I that fine?
No, you were a little chubby. That was medio gordito, mi amor. But you were cool. That's what I like. At the end of the day, you have to get along very good with the person
if
that you're going to be with.
So it's okay to, like, you're calling me fat, but
You
I
were
was
a little
cool.
fat. I have so many pictures. I swear, Jesus, you're going to help me pull them out. I have SIM card after SIM card, probably a picture for every single day of my life since I got a digital camera, which was when I was 21. I'm that person that's always taking pictures before social media, before everybody's like showing off about everything, before that, because I love memories. I'm a memory hog. So yeah, I saw a check and I'm like, what do you do? Like, what is it that you do? And then you told me, and then I'm like, oh, I always wanted to sell houses. I love houses. And then you hooked me up with the realtor. I paid my dues. I work harder than ever, than anyone. And here we are today, because I make things happen no matter what.
So what?
Even when you make me upset. 'cause
So
it's
once
very-
that happened,
a
like
lot
the
lately.
main thing that got me to being successful in the mortgage industry was that I cut all the bullshit, and that allowed me to do more. Because it's very easy. All you got to do is do more.
I know. You guys want to know what the bullshit is? Like we'd say goodbye to each other. We didn't live with each other. And girls always know everything. So I would leave and I'm like, he's not answering anymore. You know, he'll send me a picture and he's in bed. Little did I know, he left an hour or two later and was out all night, partying his life away. And then guess what? The next day he's lousy. And that's just what happens when you're not committed. You're interested, but you're not committed to what you want.
I was doing way more than partying. But Steph, do we have any questions?
Way more than partying, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so she's gonna select the question, but that allowed me to do more when I cut all the bullshit.
Mhm.
Now, after that, I did self-improvement. I started going to Todd Duncan and learning
You
about
always
the mortgage
did, though.
industry.
Because when I met you, you're like, oh, I went to this
Yeah, but I
seminar.
did self-improvement seminars with a little mix of cocaine and liquor, and a little and women, you know. So that wasn't a good combination with self-improvement.
I think that happens to everybody.
That's why I say cut the bullshit and focus on self-improvement and good things. So like if you guys are if you guys are in the mortgage industry, you know, you just cut the bullshit, do more, and maybe find a realtor and make her your chick.
That works. As long as she's good. Yeah.
First question.
Mm-hmm.
Chris. Is the volume up?
Our furniture is supposed to come in this Saturday.
Nice.
I should reschedule, I think, though. Para que la vea yo primero que todos.
Chris, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, what's up, Chris?
Hey, what's up, Albert?
What's up, man?
Hi, Syl. Just kidding.
Yeah, so my question is, how do you double your production instantly, like next month? From 3 deals, go to 6 deals, 9 deals.
How many agents are you working with?
I'm a realtor.
Oh, you're a realtor, okay. So how many hours are you working, and like how many days, and like what is your typical schedule on weekends and weekdays?
And how do you get your clients?
Online. I pretty much work, I want to say about 30, 35 hours a week, like real work.
Well, there is a problem.
Well, that's number one problem, but what about on the weekends right now because of COVID? Obviously, like the open houses are not there.
Yeah, so pretty much I just what I do is any referrals at work, but really prospecting. I'm not prospecting daily. So I know I should be doing more of that. I mean, would you recommend that?
Is it part-time? Do you have a full-time job? Do you do real estate part-time or full-time?
Full time?
Do you have a team?
No.
You want to answer it?
I mean, you just have to, you know what you have to do. You have to prospect. If you know how to do one deal, you could do 2 deals. If you know how to do 2 deals, you could do 4 deals. You just have to double down on whatever it is that you're doing. Most agents, the biggest mistake that I see is that they suck at follow-up. They just suck at it. The ones that are good are great at communicating. They're good at follow-up. They're good at customer service, and they don't have to keep looking for the next deal because referrals are the best way for you to keep getting clients. If you're good to a client, they will never go anywhere. Now, if you mess it up at the end after all that hard work, then you're only as good as your last deal.
But also, like, there's no way you're gonna be successful working 35 hours a week if that's what I heard. If that's what you said, yeah, like that and I'm not saying be miserable and not have a life because we have a great life, but like for example, like there every day, and I'm not exaggerating, I'm very annoying. Like I annoy a lot of people.
Yes.
But I work a lot, you know, so like I'm up at 3 and I'm trying not to make noise, but I'm making a lot of noise. Then it's like 8, 9, you know, like
You're
I'm
naturally
I'm there
loud.
at the office, and then I could tell like I annoy a lot of people, but I'm working, man, and like I rather annoy people and live the life that I live right now. Like it's a great life, And then even on my days off, Sundays for the most part, it's not really a day off. I still wake up early, and the only difference is that I wake up maybe 3, 4, 5 in the morning, but I skip my workout. I jump right into my self-improvement. I'm doing my research. I'm thinking about my next innovative campaign. And I'm like, I can't wait till Natalia wakes up so we could go to Pavilions and buy my 4-pack of Peroni. So sometimes I start with my 6-pack of Peroni at 6 a.m. Or sometimes even
You
earlier.
said a 4-pack.
6-pack.
Ah.
Yeah, 6-pack of Peroni. Yeah, you're talking about something else. Yeah, but no matter, even if I'm like, my day off consists of just skipping the gym, but I still do my self-improvement. I just drink beer and eat pizza, and I'm happy. Like, I just don't like being miserable. But you definitely, like, how many hours do you think I work a week?
A lot. We both work a lot.
Yeah, you work a lot too.
But it just never ends. Like, it just never ends. And once you become super successful, you'll see. Like, however many deals you do now, just imagine being double busy, and just imagine that you have to just focus on your priorities, because a lot of people waste a lot of time. And a way to be successful is plan out your day and try to stick to it, and do the things that you don't want to do, because there's a lot of things that none of us want to do, but they're necessary to level up.
Talk about Kyle. Kyle is like our top producer in the company. This guy is making a shitload of money, and he uses Silo a lot. But he works a lot. He's always working, and he has fun.
And he has fun.
But he works. So just like maybe in a couple of minutes, just share what he does.
So when COVID hit,
he has a team.
He built a team. So Albert said, hey, your record label, like, okay, you're passionate about music, but it's not helping you make it as much money as you would like, and you can't focus on real estate. So he said, stop doing your label, close it, or whatever he did, right? And focus on real estate. Guess what? He's killing it. Alexis, same thing. Same thing with Alexis.
So I give him the same. So I'm a good coach.
The thing is that you have to focus on what you're doing, get really good at it.
So am I a good coach?
Yes, Albert.
Alexis, I told him, quit your other thing.
He's doing great. Yeah.
How many did he close last month?
Steph?
7.
7. 7. But it takes time to build that momentum, because you have to go every single day, work as hard as you can, smart as you can, talk to as many people as possible, and something might not happen, but you're planting those seeds, those opportunities, and then you just keep going, and you wake up every single day and you do it over and over and over again. You self-improve, you get better. You understand that it's part of the process, and don't go like watch football or whatever sports are on right now, I don't even know, with your buddies, or like hang out all weekend when you have nothing to celebrate.
Not football.
Whatever. I don't really do sports, really. But what I'm saying is, like, are you wasting a lot of time, or are you like self-improving, strategizing? Do you watch Netflix all day? There's time. Whatever your priority is, that's what you make time for. And if your priorities are having fun, getting wasted, getting hammered, doing this, doing that, that doesn't give anything to your business, then that's why you're not succeeding. That's why you're not improving. That's why you're not getting better. That's why you're not getting smarter. And that's why you don't have more income than you did last year, because you're doing the same things, or maybe less. There's people that want to do less and make the same amount of money.
Maybe he should be part of Ambiance. We'll teach him how to double his income.
We have a lot of great people. And also another great thing, when you're surrounded by amazing people, they just inspire you to be better. And you're like, okay, well, if this guy is closing 5 deals a month.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's huge. You like Patty, like Eli, like a lot of people that are part of our company that come to us and they're like, what do you mean that these guys close 5 to 20 transactions a month, like 1 month? That could be 50 G's on a Friday payout. It's crazy. But again, it's all about priorities. It's all about customer service. It's all about improving, getting better.
What about Kyle?
Every single day.
Last time he made 160 in a week.
Yep. Working as hard as you can, smart as you can, and just knowing that it's part of the process. You can't make a lot of money by being a lazy bug.
So, Steph, reach out to him. Like, I want him to come to Ambiance, so reach out to him.
Does that help? Does that answer your question? And just get on a schedule, because when you're self-employed, it's really easy to just be like, I'm going to get up at 9, especially if you don't have kids, because kids don't care what time you want to wake up. They wake up when they wake up, and they need you. So if you don't have kids, I don't know if you have kids, but Regardless, you have to get on a schedule, get on the same page with your spouse. Like, what's the plan? What are we doing? This is respect what I'm doing. I'll respect what you're doing, or how can I help you help me? Blah 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 blah. It's so much information I can give you, because we have been through everything.
Was that good, Chris?
Makes sense, man. Perfect.
Awesome, brother. Reach out to him, please, Steph. He needs to join Ambiance. So we'll do one more question, and we got to wrap it up
What
because
time is it?
we got to head to the airport. 6:39.
Hopefully we don't get quarantined. I just
Guys,
don't feel like dealing with all the BS.
So I can speak for that because I have some secret service help that I'm gonna get to Puerto Rico, and we're gonna take this
Mi
special
amor, ya mejor
route. And so
cállate.
we'll talk about that
Yeah.
later, Jomar. So
After we're there.
next question, Steph. Mitchell or Michelle? Michelle. So we'll send keep track of the Venmos.
It feels warm out here, huh? Doesn't it feel good?
Wait till you go to Puerto Rico, baby.
I
You're gonna rise and
know.
shine.
Michelle?
Doesn't my wife look kind of Puerto Rican?
How
that-
about when I'm mad?
That's why I took her
What
out
do
on a
I
date.
look like when I'm mad?
Like a mad Puerto Rican. Mad Puerto Ricans have the best sex. Have you ever been with a Puerto Rican?
You've been with a Puerto Rican?
Next question, please.
Hi, Albert. Hi, Syl.
Hey, Michelle, what's up?
Hi. I wanted to know, how can someone begin building a pipeline as a new loan officer, and what is considered a top producing agent?
A top producing agent, believe it or not, has to close one deal a month, which is, I mean, to me, it's like almost nothing to some people. It could be $5,000 a month. It could be 12 grand. It could be 20 grand if you do big deals. But to be considered a top producer, at least in real estate, I don't know what the stats are for mortgages, sorry.
Well,
It's one transaction a month. With that, people can make easily their 80, 100 grand, 120 a year.
But for Ambiance, it's 2 a month.
Babe, I'm saying in general for the world, because people are average, right? Most people are average people. And unless you make it a thing to not be average, you will more than likely just blend in with the crowd and be average. It's a reality. It's the world that we live in. It's the system that we live in, and you have to break out of that. So what do? You expect more of yourself, and you just got to go out there and don't be afraid to ask for the business. So many people, I mean, I'm sure, Michelle, I don't know if you're already licensed or not, or how long you've been doing
Michelle,
this for.
are you a loan officer?
No, my husband just received his NMLS.
Okay. So let me tell you how. You let everybody in your phone book know that you do loans, but also the first year is a little rough because you have to learn the language. It's kind of like learning how to do something from scratch. It could be easy, but if you don't know how to do it, then
Yeah, but babe, there's slow starters, there's average starters, and there's superstars. So like what I tell people, like I can't wait to find out if you're gonna be a superstar, because I can't wait to hear your story about having your Lambo, your Rolls Royce, your Ferrari,
whatever
and
your
that
dreams
happens.
are.
That happens to people. So it depends who are you gonna be. Everybody's different, starts different, but there's 4 types of agents. So if you're a loan officer, you're starting 4 types of agents. You're gonna have the low producing, high maintenance agents. That's like a no-no.
Yeah.
That's like an ugly girl that doesn't want to put out. But
Wow.
then you have the low producing agents that are that are low maintenance. So those you could have. It's like an ugly girl that always says yes. You know what I mean? But you'll take what you can get
Sorry,
when you
Michelle.
start. Sorry,
His
I'm just
comparisons are so
Okay, my comparisons might not be the best, but I'm sure some of you guys understand it. But there's low producing, high maintenance, low producing, low maintenance. So that's the bottom, right? Then you have high maintenance, high producing. So high maintenance, high producing, you want to stick to the top producing agents. You have the top producers that are low maintenance. That's where you want to get. That's like a perfect 10, like you, that it says yes and never complains. So I scored a home run.
Sometime, you said.
Yes, but I know how to fix that. And plus, I'm the master of
We're all human. It happens.
Yeah,
you have to remind yourself, like, hey, it's okay. It's not a bad life. It's a bad day.
But you also have to, like, when you have a relationship, I'm sure you're married, so you have to know, like, getting mad is healthy. If you never get mad, it's not healthy, because then you get mad one day and you get divorced. But you have the top producing agents that are high maintenance.
Yeah.
You have the top producing agents that are low maintenance. Then you have the low producing agents that are high maintenance. That's like a total no-no. But in the beginning, you got to take whatever you can get. And then you have the low producing agents that are low maintenance. So you have to eliminate, and try to get to high producing agents that are low maintenance. Perfect 10 that always says yes and never complains. You get 6 of those. All you need is 6 agents. With 6 agents, I got to $3 million a year earnings. By myself with a very small team, 2 assistants to be exact.
Yeah.
With no assistant, I was able to do $1 million just by sticking to 6 agents. You want 6 agents that are going to give you 30, 40, 50 deals a year times 6. That's all you need. High producing agents that are low maintenance. Then you start cutting the high producers that are high maintenance, because those people call you all the time and they're a full-time job, but they give you deals, but they're so like, they get on your nerves and they bug you so much. But then when you have like agents that get so much of your time and they're not giving you deals, they give you 1 deal a month, but they call you every day.
Those are the ones that give you 20% of your business.
But and then they ask you for kickbacks because they're broke.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be a broke agent that asks for kickbacks. So if you guys know anybody that asks for kickbacks, tell them that.
Aside from it's against DRE regulations.
Of course. Tell them that Albert says
saying.
that you are broke.
Yeah, don't do that. That's a broken. That's a really broken
don't hang
mindset.
with those people. Like, you should never ask for kickbacks, because that's also worrying about weenie teeny problems.
But you do have to
Like the heater
build
and the
the, I would tell him, Michelle, to build his relationships. Make sure you're looking up the realtor's production, because everybody's a top producer, and then you look them up and they're not even close to being a producer. If anything, they close a deal every other month, which is not good.
What state are you in, Michelle?
California,
California.
What
So-
city?
Eastvale.
So there's a program called Broker Metrics, and it's not expensive. I think it's like $15,000 or $3,000. I think it's $3,000 a year, maybe.
But you have to
$15,000.
be a broker. Only
You have to be a
brokers can
broker, but you could get it. You could get it. And like I said, I'm super transparent. I share all my secrets. $3,000 max a year, and you could look up any agent. You just type their name, and you could look up their numbers. And even if you're in Florida, I know I have some friends from Florida right here. I have some friends from Texas here. So you just have to pay for your state. And then you look up any agent that comes in and they tell you, hey, I'm a top producer. I do 40 transactions a year. You look them up and they do 10 or 5, or sometimes they have like 3. And you're like, what the heck? You're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Like, you're already giving me a bad vibe. Like stay away. So those people, remember when they come in? Like, first of all,
build relationships. Look, you just gotta go out to dinners, not with other lenders, but with realtors, and vice versa. It's kind of like it goes hand in hand. I was a realtor, he was a lender, and then we were just able to
remember
build
we used
and
to go on
grow
dates
together.
with other realtor couples,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to tell you, like, hey, make the girl your best friend.
He's so bad.
Like, tell her that she has some nice outfits.
Te pasas, mi amor. But does that help? And just let everybody know what you do, but make sure he's good, because a lot of new people, it's like, here's a lead. No matter how many leads I gave him, it just never worked out, because you have to call the people right away. Good customer service. Keep it. Communication is important in any relationship.
Yes, that was great. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
And
Thank
if
you, Michelle.
anything, send us an email to info@themortgageguys, because maybe, hey, who knows? Teaming him up with one of our guys that's going to give him mentorship as far as like, I have this deal. How do we structure it? What can we do for this client? This is a FICO. We're a broker, so we're approved with 30 plus different lenders that can cater to absolutely any type of buyer. Right now, everything's kind of tightening up, ratios, FICOs, guidelines, but where there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, thank you very much.
Michelle, you're welcome. So let's take one more question. We like to cut it close. So it's
You
6:48.
do.
It's 6:48. We need to leave at 6:45. Quick question. Let's give $100 more. Let's go to Puerto Rico and let's have some real fun. I need a strong question. All right, strong question. Come on.
I see our buddy Alpha.
Well, Alpha has so many questions, but that guy asks nothing but like super high level questions that take like an hour to answer.
The world is mine.
Come on, Steph.
So who's building our bar? Did you talk to our friend?
No.
We always have so many things pending. I'm like, I just need a bar. Like a real bar.
One more question, guys. One more question. Okay, Sam. 5. let's wrap it up in 3 minutes. Sam.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, what's up, Sam?
Yeah, actually, I'm a very big fan of you guys, and I've been watching your videos on YouTube. And last week I joined Zoom, but I still have problems with connection.
Oh.
And I would really thank you very much for everything you guys do to educate us. And I just have one question. I passed my mortgage loan officer last month.
Awesome, man. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I'm just, trying to start doing this business as mortgage loan officer. But according to your experience, what would be the best way to start generating revenues? I know we have to market and do different stuff, but I would like to hear it from you, the experience you are.
Well, brother, I'll give you two, and then give him two, and then let's help him out. I want Sam to be the next millionaire. And are you in California?
Yes, I'm California Carson.
Oh, so this guy's gonna be maybe our next
recruit.
superstar. Yeah. So Sam,
That's close to Downey, right? Is that close to Downey?
No, Carson's close to like.
No, but we need a good mentor for him. So go. You.
Oh yeah, okay. So I started doing cold calls. So nobody taught me anything. I had no mentor. I had no direction. They gave me a book with a bunch of papers and a bunch of phone numbers, and I just started calling them. They gave me scripts, and I said, these scripts are the same scripts everybody's using. So I created my own script. So I said, I'm just going to call these people, and you know what? I'm Hispanic, so I'm going to focus on my Hispanic community. So I'm going to call them up, and I'm going to pretend that I know them. I'm going to be like, Jesús, ¿cómo estás? ¿Viste el partido de la América? ¿Qué te pareció el porterazo? And then Jesus is going to be like, oh, yeah, I like that goalkeeper. Yeah, or sometimes I would tell people like the weirdest things, guys. Like, bro, like I would say like in Spanish, because I was focusing on the Hispanic community. So I would say like, bro, did you see the knockout by Gervonta? Did you see that? It was amazing. Didn't you? What you think about it?
So I'm so crazy.
So they would be like, yeah, because I knew they were boxing fans. So I was talking about something they knew about, not a script that Tom Ferry or Mike Ferry created that everybody else uses.
You have to build a relationship and affinity with people.
So like you, like I'm like, damn, I like that Victoria's Secret lipstick.
Stupid.
And you're like gonna be, yeah, because you have a red lipstick on, right?
It's not from Victoria's Secret, though.
So whatever it is, right? So like when a girl came with a top, she's sexy, like, nice figure and everything, and she was wearing a Dodgers top, I would be like, I can't believe, like Kershaw fucked up. And she was like, oh, you're a Dodger fan. And we'll start talking. But when I was cold calling, I would talk about something that they would relate to because I get their attention.
I feel like cold calling is kind of like over.
I get it, but when you're starting, you gotta do whatever it takes. I did whatever it takes. So in the beginning, you gotta reach out to your family. But guess what? You reach out to your family, and they go with another realtor. They go with another loan officer because they say you're new, you don't have experience, and blah 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 blah.
Or I don't want you to see my financials.
And all of a sudden, because they pretend that they have money because they buy the new that car that looks like a rose. What is it called? The Chevrolet.
Yo no sé.
Okay, they get a Nissan Altima, and they think they're all that.
I used to have that car.
I get it. But they get a brand new Nissan Altima. They put 20-inch rims, and they're saying that they make a lot of money.
Okay,
they're
you're
balling.
going off topic.
So no. Let me talk. So then they're saying that they make a lot of money, and then they get the Suburban, and they're like, oh, now I got a Suburban, I paid it cash. So they don't want to give you the financials because they're gonna see that they financed it and they did all that. So the family sometimes is the worst people to support you. And then later when you're successful, they're like, hey, now I want to work with you, but now it's too late. And then your friends, you tell them, and your friends, same thing. Oh, well, you're not experienced.
So how can you get leads right now?
You gotta hit up your family, hit up your friends. They're more than likely gonna give you a hard time and say no. So the best approach is to go to strangers because strangers help you more than family.
Yeah.
That's why I think that strangers are sometimes better than family. Like I don't even hang out with my family.
Not a lot of it.
And then they turn out to be haters, which is the truth.
Yeah.
So like
not immediate. Hopefully.
Immediate too. Yeah, immediate too. So what you got to do is you got to reach out to as many people as you know, but start with your family, start with your friends, and then cold call if you can, or whenever you're in events, try to go to as many mixers,
Yeah,
events,
that
and tell them
definitely.
and chit chat and tell them
Networking
this is
is
what I did.
everything. It's
Networking.
so important. So important.
And then if you could take it to that next level and become famous on Instagram, Facebook, social media, you get to a point where you just go on the live and you're telling people like, hey, you know what? I could refinance you, cash you out this much money so that you could buy a Lamborghini like Alpha Slice.
Stupid. So, but no, Sam, make sure you know what you're doing. You get back to people, customer service. You can start running ads as long as you're fully licensed. Because obviously, you know, you have to be fully licensed to be a loan originator. And just be yourself and be real with people and really care about the
That's
person.
important.
Because most people only care about themselves and the money, and they say they have integrity and they really don't. Because you really have to be willing to do the right thing no matter what. If you have to cancel a deal and see your commission get washed away for the best interest of the client, that's just what you have to do. And there's things that happen in transactions that, you know, it'll show who the real good people are. And that's the only way to be successful, is doing good, real, clean business. Being ethical is important, and your reputation is everything, and you'll never ever not have deals. But you do have to know what you're doing, Sam, because a lot of the times people don't realize that it's a privilege to be a realtor. It's a privilege to be a loan originator, and you should not take it for granted. Because a lot of people go to college for years and they're in so much debt, and they have a job where they make $40,000 a year and they could never pay off their $200,000, $100,000 debt. And you're stuck in a cycle when commissions, you know, there's no limit actually, because you just have to work and grow your team and be able to produce more. But you have to know what you're doing, and you have to be able to know how to do that one deal, how to advertise. And if you're good to one client, they'll send you to 3 other people, and you just have to be good at getting back to them, communicating, never losing that line of communication with people, because that's where I see the biggest fall downs for people. They can't call the client fast enough.
And to add more to this, Sam, like just on a serious note, the best thing you could do right now, if you have some funds, if you have a little bit of money or you have a credit card or something, get known on social media. Social media will make you a fortune.
Yeah.
I became rich by getting a Ferrari, used Ferrari, 2011 with a bunch of miles, 8,500 miles. 2011 pre-owned 458. I got that car to get attention and to put it on social media. I saw one day Ty Lopez doing this video like, here I'm with my Lambo in my garage, but the most important thing is knowledge. I actually know Ty Lopez in person. I actually have his cell phone. I'm not gonna share his cell phone obviously, but you look here, I type Ty and I have his name, Ty Lopez, right there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I know I met him in person, but I met him in person because I paid him. I didn't just send him an Instagram DM and was like, hey, Ty, meet me. I paid him a lot of money to be in my event, and then I got him on, an interview, and I collaborated with him. I got his followers. He introduced me to a contact that got me verified on Instagram and on Facebook. But that's how you start. But in the beginning, you got to put money out. If you could become famous on Instagram, Facebook, social media, that'll make you so much more powerful to get more business as a loan originator. Because think about it.
We're about to miss our flight.
You do. We're not. We're good. I just checked. We probably could go a little longer.
Okay.
But we're good. Okay. So just enjoy
He
your
likes
thing.
to cut it. We'd rather be running through the airport than waiting at the airport.
Look, if I could squeeze in another 5 minutes of activity, I'll do it. Like if I could squeeze 5 more minutes out of you, I'll squeeze it.
You're so stupid. Stop.
Right. So become like popular on social media. You'll get so much more business. So like that's what I would suggest right now. Go on social media and try to get people, because if you do a workshop as a loan officer, just an example, quick example, you get 20 people in the room. If you go on social media, you get 100 viewers watching you, and then you save it, and then 1,000 viewers watch it, then 2,000 viewers watch it. You just got in front of 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, 100,000 viewers.
That's called being omnipresent.
And then you just keep doing it and doing it. That's why repetition and consistency is key. When we say we're going to do Driven Couples on Wednesdays, we plan our trip. Wednesday night so that we make sure that we do driven couples on Wednesday. And when we say, you know what, we're not going to turn this into a sales virtual
Pitch.
driven couples. Like, it's not going to be, we're not doing this to sell. This is nothing but good intentions. We just want to give you guys value, answer your questions, give you guys $100 for each question you guys answer, because we want to help. We're blessed enough to be able to like live the life we live, and we want to help you guys do the same. So that's what we're all about. And we committed right from the beginning. Driven couples is going to be all about giving, nothing but good intentions, and just help. We're not here to sell anything. Obviously, you guys know where to find me. If you guys want a driven event, driven bootcamp ticket, you know where to go. You know Steph Tobar.
You know
but
what to do.
We are here to answer your questions and give you guys value. That's what we're about. We're happy.
Knowledge is everything, but be willing to put in the work, because that's where people fall short. They don't want to put in the work.
Awesome. So Alpha Slice, Jomar, you guys are in Florida, dude. Hop to the next island. Go to Puerto Rico, and we'll hang out. So we'll be there. We're going tonight. We'll land there at 12 p.m. We're gonna stay at Dorado Beach Ritz Reserve. You know, it's not much, $5,000 a night. We're gonna be there probably for 5 nights. Big deal.
Oh no, not 5. You said 4.
Thank you for the answer, Albert.
Thank you.
Appreciate you,
Sam.
bro. And then we might go to Disney World, right? Yeah, Alpha's gonna fly down to Dorado Beach. I mean, I'm sure he could afford it. He doesn't have a money problem.
You're so silly.
But yeah, guys, are
Estás
we
igual de
good?
loco que Alberto.
All right, guys. So having said that, we gotta kind of jump on the road, and I don't want to be stressed this time because you get stressed. I don't get
You
stressed.
always, because he doesn't do anything with the kids. I'm like, I have
Do you want to
like,
do one more question or not?
No, we gotta go. We gotta go, babe.
We'll be there. We'll be there on time. You want one more question, or are you good?
Yeah, go. Sorry, guys. Albert is so crazy.
Do you guys want to do it?
This is what he does to me, and we like push the limits always. It's always like pushing the damn limits. Always. Always, 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 always.
Is that why your money is not
No.
tight?
Well, because we work so hard, Albert. It's inevitable. It just comes with it.
You also live a good life.
I never said I didn't. Who said I didn't? You just drive me nuts sometimes, mi amor.
We'll do a quick one.
Mark Medina, I'm already a top producing title rep. How can I grow my business? Let him come up.
Mark Medina.
Are you hitting up all your...
Hey guys.
Hi.
Mark, well, the first question is, how come you
come we
haven't made it to our office, dude? That's the first problem. You would have been.
I've already been there. I've been there many times. Matter of fact, I just got a deal with you guys. Tony, the processor's handling it. And I told him to say hello to you guys. Actually, I watch you guys a lot because I love it that you guys are, I've been in the business 32 years. And I work in the Beverly Hills area, the whole west side of LA and the Valley. And I have a great book of business, and I'm always, you know, I deal with just, you know, the people that I deal with for the last 32 years, building relationships. Due to Corona, I've been locked down, but I've done more business now than I've done in the past. Doing it from home, you know, at my own little office here. And, but I have systems into place. I have a full-time assistant. I think, but how, I mean, I'm on social media. I'm on doing all the things, but title is a different animal. How do you think I could do better?
Well, you can contact me so I can send you all of our titles. I'm figuring out where we send our titles. I know one of the companies, but we do a lot of volume. So I'd be happy to support you back.
Bro, we did over 200 transactions this month. I mean,
we also have special rates for seniors, veterans, all that kind of stuff that helps you guys. You know, when you're going after to get a loan and to go through the process, you could say, hey, our title guys, if you're a veteran or if you're a senior, our title gives you a discount as well. So it's not coming out of your loan officer's pocket. It's reducing our fees, which I don't care. I mean, if we're helping the first responders, the veterans, the people over 55, they get a discount. But those are just simple things. And the quality of service I provide, I just, you know, I do great every year. I'm the #1 in my company, but I just want to blow it up And at my age, I'm getting a little older, but I'm willing, and I've always been willing to do the work. But I dig it that you guys do what you do. I mean, it's awesome.
You got to find the right partners for
and
one.
one of the things that I mastered was social media marketing. So I think that's your answer, social media marketing, because social media marketing, videos and all this Instagram, Facebook, and you also got to like think about who are going to be the future buyers. Future buyers are probably going to be millennials. So Instagram is full of millennials. Facebook is full of older people. Facebook is full of Hispanics. So you can find a lot of Hispanics, more elderly, people, but Instagram is full of millennials. So I don't know if you're big on Instagram. I don't think you are big on Instagram, but you should get on Instagram and start boosting ads and targeting the right people, offices. And if I were you, I would put on the mask and just go meet people. But I mean, that's just my opinion. But I think I've seen you in the office.
I've been out there a little bit, doing what I have to do. But I mean, fortunately, I've been busy enough to where I've been able to work from home and go out when I need to and things that I need to do.
How big is your team?
What's that?
How big is your team?
My team's myself and an assistant.
That's the first thing where you could work on. You got to build an army. You need more of you, because when it's just you, you're a lone assassin. A lone assassin can only do certain numbers, But if you build a lot of mini yous, you'll double, triple, quadruple your production. So,
but I've tried that in the past where I've had a team working with me, and all they want to do is say, "You make it look so easy. I'm going to go out and do my own," and they fail.
Yeah, you got the wrong people. Like it's like when you have a bad girlfriend experience, like you never want to have a girlfriend again. When you have a bad wife, you don't want to have a bad wife. And I made the mistake that I hired the wrong assistant, because I wanted an assistant that would be cheap. I hired a $2,000 a month assistant. Assistant would step out lunchtime, happy hour next door, and nice in the mornings. Then after lunch, it would be total like different. I would see the difference. Talk back to me, didn't want to do this, attitude. Then I said, well, I don't want to hire an assistant. They're not good. But then when I got a mentor, he said, you got to hire the right assistant, pay them top dollar. And I got, more value and more productiveness. So it's just building the right team. But you're obviously doing good. You're killing it. I would work on Instagram, and I would work on building your team, but maybe getting past the past experience and getting maybe better quality people that you have to pay a little bit more, but they're going to make you more. Yeah, and core values, man. Loyalty, ethics, attitude, work ethic. It's hard to find, but you'll find them.
I agree, and that's the way I base my life and my business on is work ethic, loyalty, and that's the way my dad. You and I have talked, or I've been on one of these before, where I'm Mexican, so it's like, but it's 110% every day. So
yeah,
brother, I'm gonna give you the next title. So make sure we mark that, Steph. My brother here is getting the next title.
Appreciate that, but I'll show you what I can do. Maybe one day I'll come in, and we'll chat.
next week.
I don't, yeah, enjoy your trip. Get there on time. And you got beautiful little daughters like mine. My daughter's getting married this weekend.
Oh,
so.
Congrats. My daughters are never going to get married, so.
Yeah, right. His daughters are never
My daughters
married.
are never getting married.
That's what I said too. Never. They're always going to be daddy's girls.
They promised me already, yeah.
You guys have a safe trip. Thanks for the info, and I'd love to catch up somehow. I mean, obviously I'm not a mortgage broker or real estate agent, but I do title, and I know what I'm doing, and I teach a lot of real estate agents great tools to grow their business.
Brother, come down
Let's
next
do
week.
it.
Come down next week. Hit up Steph Tobar, and she'll set you up.
All right, man. Love it. You guys have a great trip.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. You got any last messages?
Just guys, whatever you want, go out and work for it. Don't wait for things to happen. Go out and make them happen. And don't be feeling bad for yourself if you're working extra hard and nothing's happening, because things are happening. And more than anything, you're building that habit of being a badass and making things happen without bitching and complaining all day like most people do, or being unethical or whining, talking bad about other people behind their back when you're smiling to their face. You know, it's important. Pay attention to your surroundings, and those types of people, cut them out. Just cut them out slowly, and life will just, you'll never look back. You'll never look back. And that's it. Mwah.
Awesome, brothers. And Joe Moore and Alpha Slice, if you guys need me to get your flight, I'll pay your flight. Yeah. All right, guys.
Bye.
See you next week.